In other news this morning, the latest tornado outbreak in the U.S. has caused major damage in parts of Maryland and Michigan, too. A 2-year-old boy was killed yesterday at his home near Detroit. At least 9 people were hurt in the northern suburbs of Washington, D.C. Nicole Skanga is in Maryland with more on this part of the story. Nicole, good morning to you.
Good morning, Gail. Behind me, absolute destruction as the tornado moved through this neighborhood. It split this massive tree in half, trapping cars in the street. Behind me, a limb collapsing into this home and downing power lines here. And this wasn't the only spot in the country with violent weather yesterday. A rare sighting here in Gaithersburg, Maryland. An active tornado tossing debris, its winds swinging streetlights, rocking trees, even causing this transformer explosion.
Get back down, get back down.
The twister knocked over large trees onto homes and cars. In one structural collapse, fire officials said 5 people were rescued after being trapped.
The roof essentially came down, the walls came down in the single-family house.
The same system that brought tornadoes to Maryland even landed in Michigan earlier in the afternoon. One tornado just outside of Detroit killed a 2-year-old boy after it toppled a tree onto his house.
And fell into a house, into a bedroom area, and landed on a bed where a mother and a 2-year-old were sleeping.
The EF1 tornado, with winds peaking at 95 miles per hour, also flattened a gas station, crushing the cars underneath it.
I've been here 35 years. I've never seen a storm come through like this. It's devastating.
The severe weather here in Maryland comes just a day after the governor signed a new executive order aimed at reducing the impact of climate change. Nate.
Nicole, thank you.
Tonight, dangerous temperatures are scorching much of the western U.S. More than 31 million Americans from California to Texas are under excessive heat warnings and advisories, with cities like Sacramento and Brownsville hitting daily record highs. CBS's Ben Tracy reports the mercury is topping the triple digits in at least 5 states.
In California's Central Valley, Joe Del Bosque is telling his farm workers to watch for signs of heat stress, take extra breaks, and hydrate.
How much do you worry about the folks out here working?
We watch our folks very carefully. That's when we'll go to either plan B, which means take more breaks, drink more water, or we go to plan C, which means shut it down.
The heat dome trapping hot air over a wide swath of the West is sending temperatures soaring 15 to 20 degrees above average.
Early season heat waves have outsized impacts on human health.
John Abatsoglu is a climate scientist at UC Merced. He says it's unusual to get this hot this early. Scientists say this western heat wave is made 3 times more likely by human-caused climate change.
What is climate change doing to heat waves?
Yeah, climate change is giving these heat waves a boost.
They're also getting hotter and lasting longer. Extreme heat is the deadliest weather-related event in the United States, killing more people than hurricanes, floods, and tornadoes combined.
Here in Merced, California, it's going to be 104 degrees today, a near record. This fair opens tonight, and several years ago they moved this from July up to June because it was too hot in July. And now apparently it's too hot in June as well. Ben Tracy, CBS News, Merced.
In Maryland, near our nation's capital, and a deadly twister striking in Michigan. Sam is in for Ginger, standing by with a big picture. But first, let's go to Elizabeth Schulze in Maryland with a glimpse of the damage there. Good morning to you, Elizabeth.
Hey, good morning, Robin. And we are in a dense residential area just about 30 miles northwest of the nation's capital. You can see here that cars are trapped, power lines are down. And if you look over here, you can see that this tree has been completely split in half, fell onto that house. This is one of several homes that's now encased by fallen trees and debris after the tornado tore through the neighborhood.
Get back down, get back down.
Overnight, multiple tornadoes touching down in Maryland.
There's two.
Injuring 5 after a night of severe weather.
Years old, it's the first time I've seen a tornado.
The first landing in Poolesville, Maryland, right next to a middle school.
Oh my God.
Before moving east to the city of Gaithersburg, hurling debris through the air. Fallen trees blocking roads and damaging several houses, including one that collapsed and trapped 5 residents inside, all injured but remarkably expected to survive.
The tornado hit. I just hear loud thuds and and I just go to my bathtub, hide there.
Overnight, authorities urged residents to take cover immediately.
We never had nothing like this before.
Meantime, outside Detroit, a deadly EF1 tornado killing a 2-year-old after a tree crashed into the bedroom of this home.
This was a tough day. It's heartbreaking, something that's hard to take, hard to swallow, and probably be many, many sleepless nights.
And the canopy of this gas station toppled over as drivers were filling up.
Never in my life I was scared this much.
The National Weather Service will be here later today to investigate the damage and assess exactly how many tornadoes struck the area. Robin.
As we can see, so much damage there. Elizabeth, thank you. The dangerous weather is on the move this morning. Sam is in for Ginger.
Oh.
Ginger, and you're tracking it all for us? Good
Yeah,
morning.
we are, Robin. Good morning. Good.
Shalom, beloved brothers and sisters, Jews and Gentiles alike. Welcome. Thank you for being here. It's good to be here. We give the mighty one great praise, great glory. Today we're on our 22nd days of our 40th days of fasting. Look at the results. Look at the pain, the destruction. Look at the judgment. Yes, when you're watching the Gentiles, they all keep talking about, well, I've been living here for 35, 40, 50, 10, 15 years, but I've never seen anything like this. This fellow said and throughout his whole life, so to speak, he never been that afraid, never been that scared. And people going to sit there and take this great glory, this great praise, and give all those credits to the so-called men. They want to give the credit to, oh, well, it's climate change, Big Levi. You have to understand, the scientists say it's climate change. Yeah. Climate change. Yesterday, we had bought a book which has 3 languages. Well, it's written in 3 languages. First, Dutch or German. The second, French. The third is English. And the title of this book is The Book of Miracles. And in French is Le Book des Miracles. Upon showing this book live, and we bought a copy, there are several people that attempted to get a copy themselves. They were unable to do so. A sister just texted me today. She said she was not able to purchase the book because they quickly jack up the price. And her sister bought the book the same day we were having the book. Okay? And then they sent her, they refund her money. They said, we do not have this book anymore. Sold out, way out. Now, this is one fact we need to point out to our people. Of course, we do know they are watching and they are doing the best to hide information, because that's the only thing they can do is hide information and tell our people not to read, not to do research, not to try anything. Just do as I said, or you're going to hell. Just do as I said, you're not going to heaven with me. Just do as I say, or I'm going to cut you off. I'm not going to be your friend anymore. Just do as I say, I'm going to be very mad. And a lot of our people bought into this nonsense. They bought in this nonsense of listening to 83s now, whatever they are saying, they follow through. If they say it's the weather, it's climate change made by man. Oh, Big Levi, yes, it's the weather made by man. Again, like we keep telling you, men cannot do this. Men are unable to do that. We are the only people that are doing this with our prayers. The angels are working on our behalf. This is straight up judgment. You see, tornado, there is no such thing as tornado season anymore. There's no such thing as a fire season anymore. It just doesn't exist. It's all year round. Of course, beloved, we will have a few of the people this thing happened to them. They look like us. Most of them are Philistine. Most of them are not our people. Some maybe, but hey, you're making an omelet here, man. Gotta crack some few eggs. A lot of people do not understand this. Whether you keep the information, you hide the information, the event will occur no matter what. Our future is very bright. Our future is prosperous. One of the things I do not want my people, especially the young ones that are listening, watching what they hear on the future, I want you to always keep your head up. Do not base your future upon what the Gentiles are predicted out there, because they don't know anything. They cannot predict the future. They can predict gloom and doom. They cannot predict thriving and beautiful and prosperity. They are unable to do this. They no longer have the blessing. Even if they had it, they never predicting things like that for us. It's always for them. I want you to start imagining that you'll never, ever in your entire life work for someone anymore. You'll be debt free. You'll have an insane amount of mental, physical, astral health and wealth. This great substance, this great blessing will overtake you. Stop listening to those 83s out there. Well, the elite is sucking up everything and stuff. And when you tap the wall elite, who do they look like? None of them look like us. Yeah, they'll put Michael Jordan and then Lil Wayne, Jay-Z, Magic Johnson, Beyonce, and other guys, and try to make it seem like, oh, well, you guys are the elite too. No, of course we do have a few sellout, that make their choice, and I respect that. I respect when someone say, I can't do this, I can't do what you people are doing, I choose this path, the easy path. I respect this. I respect people that say, you know what, I ain't gonna be in the hood or be in the same situation that you people are. I'll join on to the Gentiles and have a better life for me and my children. Respect. That's good. You see, when somebody do this, especially one of our people, you automatically rejected your blessing, and above all, you assign the blessing that you were going to get in your generation, your families, or whoever, unto one of us. So all those sellouts that trade, switch, and give the blessing instead of what the mighty one's going to give them, now my blessing triple. My blessing quadruple. Congratulations to all of you that ended and hold down until this very day. You didn't switch, you didn't give, you didn't hand it over. Yeah. Of course, I want my people to visualize this sweet blessing, this sweet substance that are coming. Remember, we are in Genesis 15, verse 14. And that nation they serve will I'll judge. And after that, they're going to come out with great blessing. A sister shared a video with me where there's a phenomenon going on in certain states where a lot of so-called colored people are disappearing. They are finding him. They are keep going missing, so to speak. Now, I want my people. You're smarter than this. Our people, we are very smart. We are very alert, and the Holy Spirit is in the midst of us. I want you to watch those people lifestyle, the way they used to live, what they were doing. A very distinct lifestyle. See, there are a lot of people now that look like us are coming and screaming unto us, hey, we're in trouble now, come help us. Excuse me. Hey, come pray for us. Hey, something is happening to us now. We need you to pay attention. A lot of people sold out. They giving unto, beloved. This is their recompense. And there is nothing, beloved, we can do. Yes, we cannot help them. There's nothing we can do. That's the payment. You sold out. You sold out. That is your payment. Come out of her, my people, so ye may not partake in her punishment. You didn't come out of. You join unto her. Now you are receiving double. And we're not going to receive double with you. Again, beloved, not all skin folk are kinfolk. A lot of people look like us, and then they are us when things are bad for them. When Hish is going on and stuff, and they come onto our world, Big Levi, hey, beloved, hey, we need to do something. This brother look like us, he got the same skin color, and then things happen to him. This sister over there and stuff like that. When those people were enjoying the blessing, they had all the money. You never heard anything of those people. They were enjoying life too. Remember, we told you a lot of them sold out. Beloved, if our future is bright, if our future is nothing but the blessing, therefore, we cannot share it with those that sold, that handed over, that switched and battered the blessing for a bowl of lentils and soup. We cannot do this. You're on your own. We got to focus and move it up. Let's keep on moving, and then we'll take a few news and the book that we talk about, the book of miracle. I'm gonna take a little pictures and give a little commentary. Okay. Let me see, make sure this thing is on silence. Oh, it was not. That would have been a shame. There you go. Sorry. All right. Oh, I believe Sister Didaya just sent me probably the PDF to this book. And if it is so, I will put it on our Patreon for our people to gain access to it, of course. Glory, praise, exaltation, respect unto the Mighty One. Thank you for the Holy Spirit, for being in the midst of us, being a great mother and comfort us, being a great comforter, and hug us and please us and give unto us the food of life, the safety, the peace of mind, the love, the rest that we dearly needed. As the sunset and the sunrise encircle As the time pass and the time gain and the time lost, each of the ticking of the clock bring us closer to this great day. And we are very grateful for the Holy One for having mercy upon us. We do understand we are very special people. Our bloodline is unique. We are indeed a very distinguished nation. Therefore, whatever that we're going to receive, whatever future that we will have, must be unique, distinguished. It must be something that is according to our DNA. It must be something that this world, especially this generation, never seen before. We thank the Holy One for the punishment that he had bestowed upon us and redeem us out of Jacob's trouble. And we thank him for showing us that he's in the midst of us, protecting us, and destroy and recompense our enemy. We do not have that long, beloved brothers and sisters. This world do not long for an extended period of time. Judgment is not coming, it is already here. 83 will not lose the blessing, they lost it. They will not have another chance of another 400 years, or another 10 years, or another 70 years. There is no chance. There is no do-over. There is no retry. There is no restart. There is only punishment. There is only judgment. Yea, they are coming in the midst of us and steal information so they can pervert it, so they can bastardize it to the innocent that are listening to them, so they can bring them back to the loop. But at this point right now, it doesn't matter. At this point right now, beloved, no matter if they go left, they go right, they go up, they go down, judgment is set. We are living in a precious time. It is a great honor for anyone here to witness this great time, at least if you are awake. It is a great honor for anyone, whether you are Jews and Gentiles, 83 or 2/3 alike, to witness these great events and even greater to come. Yes, they will explain the weather and say, yeah, this is a climate change made by men. But it will come a time very soon, there will be certain things they won't be able to explain. There will be certain events they will have to go silent, just like they go silent on every information and things that we are bringing. There will be certain events that will render them dumb, deaf, and blind. As we are now 22 days old, a 40-day fast, we are seeing great results, a lot of breakthrough. We thank the Holy One for protecting us, for giving unto us the Holy Spirit. We love her, she loves us. May the will of the Mighty One be done in this earth as it is in heaven. Selah, so be it. We love you a lot. Shalom. Let's keep on moving. Give the Holy One great praise. Give the Holy Spirit a lot of love. Give the guardian angels a lot of love. Selah, so be it.
We have areas that are just north of here, right? We were talking about Louisiana and Mississippi. I want to bring your focus to Arkansas, where they had their world turned upside down this past weekend because of multiple tornadoes that wreaked havoc throughout the natural state. We'll take you to Decatur, Arkansas. They were slammed by an EF3 tornado, leaving homes unrecognizable in its wake here. One man watched everything on his 50-acre property disappear as he sheltered in place with his family. Tornado survivor Trey Biero, he actually joins us right now to recount that devastating moment. Trey, thank you for being with us here. Can you kind of walk us through what that was like over the weekend for you?
Yeah, it was a normal weekend. We finished it it was a high weekend. My sister-in-law graduated. We went to bed late that night, Saturday night. Kissed each other goodnight like we always do, me and my wife, and fell asleep. Phone alarms woke us up. We're kind of accustomed to that here in Arkansas. It just seemed pretty more alarming. We had a bunch of family members trying to get a hold of us saying, hey, there's a tornado heading our way. So we zipped it down over to my parents' place. We share property, and they are kind of a safer house than what we had. And we took shelter there, felt pretty safe. We've experienced straight line winds there before, nothing abnormal. And then that's kind of where, about 7 minutes after that, that's when it all kind of started. Wind really started picking up. We were listening to a local station that tracks it, KLRC, pretty well. They were covering it and was kind of heading straight for us. And anyways, it started really picking up. My dad said, we should probably head to the center of the house. So we did. I grabbed my Milwaukee job light just to, who knows what's going to happen. And so I grabbed it and we followed the center of the house. And that's when the doors blew in and it kind of just went in a circular motion. And we just huddled down, as one of the pictures show. And I had my mom on the right, my wife on the left. My dad was laying down and our dog in the middle, a little dog. And as soon as I went down, it's just that quick. It just went. Less than 30 seconds. It felt like it took a 5,000 square foot home, garage and everything. Just ripped it to shreds in no matter of no time at my parents' house. And about what felt like 2 to 3 minutes, felt longer than that, but I'd say 2 to 3 minutes. Just wind, just swirling around, sand and dirt hitting all over our face. My wife was screaming bloody murder. She's had her head up. She's actually watching everything happen. She saw my mom's dog in the air. She grabbed it, dug it, and I'm just telling you, I knew as long as I had my family in my arms, we were okay. We weren't being sucked out. You could feel the pressure wanting to take you, but we were still there. God's protecting hand around us. And my mom was just on repeat, dear Lord Jesus, keep us safe. Dear Lord Jesus, keep us safe. And it just a rain you never felt, just pounding on you, just soak you through your bones. That passed through, but as soon as that passed through, I knew what was coming next was hail, right? That usually always follows a tornado. Yeah. Luckily, there was a car that wasn't totaled. We were able to take shelter in it. Sure enough, as soon as we got in there, hail came. I told everyone, if it starts busting the windows, cover your head. Thank God that didn't happen, but the hail did come. After that, it was just, I got my light out and we looked around, it was just destroyed. Everything's just gone. And, so we knew we had to figure out I had to get out to safety from there. And so that's when I kind of went up and found my car that was up on top of the hill. Ironically, it was the only one that was saved, my wife's car, but it was quite the experience.
Yeah, Trey, I want to ask you about that because you seem very thorough and knowledgeable. I know Arkansas is familiar with this, but you were taking control of that situation and
tried to make this guy look like some kind of hero. But anyway, beloved sister Didaya shared this with us. You can buy the book, okay, from the publisher, okay, directly from the publisher, okay. and it's $50 from the publisher directly. Okay, back in print. So you can buy it there instead of buying it for $250 or $66. So let me put the link in the description for those of you that wish to go buy it directly from the publisher. Okay. So you can buy it, and if we can get the PDF also, we will do that. But we will rather you to get the actual book. Okay, to get the actual book, the just like our books. There we go. You can get it directly from the publisher. Okay, so again, we have. Let me try to. All right. I'm trying to look for this thing. Whatever. Just like we have our book here, you can go order it. It is always advisable for you to have the physical thing with you, because at one point the internet won't work, your phone won't work. These things that you are having, they will not work, so you would need the physical thing. This book going to be available June the 25th. Today is the 6th. We got about like 19 more days, if I'm not mistaken, for this thing to be published. Once again, let's show the website. Let's share the link. Oops. Let's share the link right here. That is the link. You can go get it. You can share the link. I just shared the link, excuse me. I just shared the link right there. So you can get it directly from the publisher, okay? Let's go a little bit into the book, certain pictures of it. All right, so those are the beasts and the things they were seeing and witnessing back then. They call it during the medieval time. All right, so, and those are the dragons, with 7 heads, I believe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 heads. And they will come and walk in the midst of those people. Okay. So, a second here. No, that's all right. No problem for the PDF. We really want our people to actually, when you spend money for something, it will have more value for you. You will hold dear onto it. You will hold dear onto it, okay? That's why we want our people, even though you don't have money, always have some money to buy things. Okay? We don't want our people to have that Christian mindset of getting everything free or waiting on 83 to pass it on to you free. Okay, so we can see this dragon here and this one right there, and you can see those people, begging this thing, for not destroying, and you can see the fires. And the dragons, the 7 heads, each have a crown upon their head. Of course, it's symbolic, then it is actually real. Okay, we see this all the time too. Okay, the 3 suns and the circle, they keep saying, oh, that's sundog, that's sundog. That's like a phenomenon. For instance, if we go right here, yesterday we were talking about this one. Again, during the medieval time, we were the one that was ruling and things like that. So let's see. Sundog. They give it some weird image. Oh, those are sundog. You know, sundog is like the crystal and the air. No, this is 3 suns and a giant planet behind it. There is a first sun above and front, the planet behind, and the 2 other suns behind this planet. Oh no, that's sundog. That's like halo around the sun and the crystal and the earth and the things over there. And when they see things like that, they always come up with some weird explanation. Oh, that's double sundog. That's like things over there. No, those other planets are lying. They are lying. Just like when we watched the during the medieval time when this thing was recorded. Okay, let me see if I can share. Is it this one? Yes, this one. Okay, during the medieval time, they had the same thing. They had it before all those stuff happened. They were warning. Okay, all right. The flood. Okay, the people drowning, the houses, the rain. Is it that what we are seeing here now? That's what it was. And it still is. We've been seeing the flood. We talk about it. We keep telling people, but everybody they want to have their scientific explanation. Well, this is a big effect. You have to understand that this is climate change. It's greenhouse gases that are doing this, and the future. You know, we have to pass a law so we can go ahead and find it and then do this and do that, and then we can have a better future. No, you won't. See, they were having the floods back then, and what do we have now? Floods. Okay, they were having this giant hailstorm that have markings on them. Giant boulders coming out of the sky and hit the ground. Don't we have the hailstone? They are getting bigger. They are getting bigger. Okay? Hydrated the Holy Temple with the Holy Spirit. Beautiful. Love it. Yeah, those are giant hailstones. All right. And giant rock, eclipse, trees being cutting down. Again, this is what the Holy One was doing to us back then when we were ruling Europe. And Esau was about to come and break the chain, the yoke upon his neck. And then he was going to get the blessing. That's when Isaac blessed him. He said, you're going to serve your brother, but at a point, the yoke going to come out of your neck, and then you're going to take your sword and take everything. That was this time they were served unto us, servants. Okay? Get ready. When those things are happening, people are like, well, Big Levi, nothing, there's no one, they didn't talk about this. Now look at this. Look at this like blazing comet. Let me see this. Got this blazing comet. Now there's let me see. Okay. Now look at those beasts. Wild beasts will be their grave. Okay, look at those beasts attacking people. Look at this creature right there. It's look like it got horns, dragon, twisted tail. Is that rings? And then it devouring somebody here. That's what the Mighty One sent upon us to weaken us, so the enemy could take us down. And those things you cannot fight them. Okay. All right. Those are the beasts that were sent upon us, and those are the beasts that are in plague number 6, number 7, if I'm not mistaken. Wild beasts will be their grave. How are you going to fight something like that? You're going to take your gun and shoot it, just like you can take your gun and shoot the hurricane and the tornadoes. All right. And look at those people picking up. I believe this is some kind of main. They made that one. This one is not part of it, but let's take another one right here. This one could be. No, this is still. And there are so many fake of this stuff. Those are. But let's look at did we yeah, this one is real. Okay, 5 suns with faces on them. Orbiting. And people were like, oh, well, Big Levi, those are sons, dogs, plural. That's nothing. That's like science said it's more crystal that they're sending and shoving in the sky. Okay? Fighting with swords and all these magnificent things. This dragon over there. Yesterday we talked about these creatures. Okay? All right? And again, not all of them are like evil or they come over there to kill you. This is just how they look. And you need to be able to withstand the vibration when you meet those beings. Some of them are very wise, and some of them are very malicious. And they have great contempt against you. And they are real. Okay, they are real. We talk about those beings, those 2-headed, 6 legs, 4 arms, the Titan-like beings, the pure Titans-like beings. Okay, those alignment, those stars alignment. Okay, what do we have? Did we have stars alignment? Those alignments and the rainbows. Then the brother sent those stuff. Look at this rainbow right here. Those things. Okay, those 3 stars. You keep seeing consistently 3 suns and dragons snake-like in the sky, flying like this one. And then when we start seeing those stuff, so people were like, "Oh well, Big Levi, that's like Bill Gates trying to scare us." They're trying to. That's the devil and stuff. No, those things are on our behalf. They're working for us. And don't be surprised, beloved. You'll see this. You'll see some dude, especially our men, will get down with creatures like this. Like we say, they are very seductive. That's how they feed on you. Okay? And then their back is like a man with a beard. And then there's like a cockatrice, and stuff like you'll find the cockatrice too. Okay, you'll have the cockatrice. Let me see if I can get the stuff. Those are not things they imagine, brothers. Okay, they're actually real. They walk among men and stuff like that. Is that a cockatrice right here? No, those are dudes. Okay, you know what? Let's look at the cockatrice. The cockatrice. There we go. You'll find the cockatrice. Okay, it's like a giant bird-like dragon. Those things are real. They will come. The cockatrice was sent upon us to destroy us when we were going into Jacob's trouble, because the Gentiles could not, and the Holy One knew they wouldn't be able to take us down. They had to receive help from beasts like this. Okay? Okay, the basilisk and the cockatrice. All right? That's a basilisk. Giant bird-like things, creature, or dragon. Yeah, the mighty Sulanuf. The Sulanuf. Google, yeah, of course, yeah, whatever. Okay, so they don't know how the Sulanuf look like. All right, all we know, she's female. She got very long arm, and she is lightning fast. And when people say, well, those elite, they have bunkers. They got like let's share with it. Elite's bunker underground. Okay, so they will have those underground bunkers, and then those have those massive door closed like the Egyptian. Somehow the Sulanuf would not open it. That's a specialty, is to open locked doors in astonishing speed. This thing can open all the doors, all the bunkers of the elite in a fraction of a second. That's a fast move. And then drag your ass out and do stuff unto you. One of them can do that. Well, the elites over there, they got underground bunkers, and then they're gonna hide from this. Yo, whatever, dog. Doomsday bunkers so they can escape. Get out of here. The earth is an entity by itself. You know, the earth is alive. It can superheat it itself. You'll be cooked. Those are not bunkers. They are tombs. That's what they are. Okay. Yeah. Okay. All right then. Let's go ahead and share the book. And if anyone, we're going to move to the next part of the program. If anyone want to call, you got anything that you want to share with us, and you may feel free to share. I have a couple of emails that I received. Let me see if I can get one. Oh, let's share the beloved sister homework. In the meantime, you're welcome to share. So the beloved sister Renana, that's her homework, and she has documented quite well, okay, the KC, and she supercharged it. All right. And she put the sprouting in there. This is all the pictures. And if there is one of you that have not put it in darkness with the KC in there, if there is any one of you that have not finished up your homework yet, please send it. Next homework going to be just July 1st. You have another 30 days until, well, less than 30 days until July 1st. Okay, that's the beloved sister. I believe Sister Debbie also have, she sent me, where is it? I had it here. Oh boy. Oh, there we go. I'll find it over there. Okay. Sister Kim Lee has sent, well, the way I have to open them one by one. Okay, this is the beloved sister Kim Lee. That's for the art class, and she shared those with us. Okay. Sister Kim Lee, some of the, I can't go one by one. I have to look at them. I have to put them over like this. So yes, those are the images that our sons and our fathers need to see, where our men are passing power and teach our sons to be soldiers. not teaching them how to twerk and smoke weed and be loud and be very emotional. We need to show them how to grasp the scepter of power, the sword, so they can move on. And we need to show our people the power of our men. Okay? This is hydroplaning, hydropowers, where our people can control the magnetic fluid. We need to show them this type of things because it is real. The electric fluid. All right. She sent quite a few of them. The electric fluid, the beauty. Our women don't do this anymore. Barely. Okay. All right. So let me take another one right here. Okay. The ancient samurai, the original samurai. The original samurai. Again, the original samurai before the Holy One sent all those terrible things upon us over there in Japan and destroy us. And we were doing a lot of crap in Japan too, man. You know? Okay, a sister with a dragon. Because they used to be our pet until the Holy One turned them against us. Okay, so the next class going to be this Sunday with the Sisters Close, of course. And if you wish to get another class, you have to wait July, the month of July. You can sign up with the sister and then you will learn how to do all those things. Yes, the so-called dragons and things like that, they were pets. Okay, just like this one. Beloved brother with, that could be Daniel here. That could be Daniel in the den of lion. And he make the lion become his friend. Because they were our pets. Up until we effed up. Up until we do terrible things. They were our riding pets, riding the dragons, the griffins. That's what they were. Our people had the ability to walk in snow shirtless and they don't feel the coldness because they were able to manipulate the electric fluid and make it control the weather around them. Okay? The original Vikings. All right? Now our kingdom, the original Roman, before we got Swagger Jack, the ancient kingdoms back then, teach our boys to meditate. Let them go in nature. Let them meditate. Let them connect with nature. And we need to show them those images. Okay? The original Amazons. Okay? We still have them. I'll show you the video. We still have the remnant in Haiti. I did show the video where they were training with swords and things like that. Anybody remember that? And things. We need to show our girls those things. Not that we want them to go out there and start fighting and stuff. This era is done. Yeah, so that's the type of thing we need to show our people. And you can use those images and make stories and publish them and make books and do those things. And that's why we have them. It's not just, we just have it and things like that. So we highly recommend that if you wish, if you're an artist, well, if you're a storyteller, you're not an artist, don't worry about that. Join our beloved, the beloved sister, and she will teach you this. Shalom, beloved, what you got for the nation?
I just want to thank you. My call today is what the Most High told me yesterday, to just call you and tell you, thank you for being the person that you are. I remember the video that I saw when you sent it, as you were starting your ministry, and you were running away from the Most High. You have done tremendous things for this nation, tremendous, and I want to thank you. And that's what the Most High told me to call you about.
Thank you, beloved. That's how
Tremendous.
we grow. Thank you. That's how we grow. That's how we do things. And again, I was running away because they were the only one revealed to me ever since I was a little boy. They revealed to me, hey, this is what you need to do. And I told them, because the way that they revealed it to me was in the way of the Gentiles. And I didn't want to be part of whatever that, the priesthood of Mahan. And I'm like, yo, I'm not going to do this thing. So, and my grandmother said, you don't understand. It's that you don't have no say on this. It's not like you have a choice like, yeah, I'll choose.
Let me ask you a question.
Go ahead.
Did you know when you were young? How young did you know? I knew at 5 years old, about 5, 6 years old, that something was different with me.
I knew it when I was about to receive my first communion. Okay. I was like 11, and they brought me. I can't reveal everything, but they brought me into a circle. And then they said, well, from now on, your life is going to be a living hell. And you're going to do this, do that. And I'm like, okay, well, I don't want to be part of this because I need to be a doctor. And the elders laughed. They said, hey, you don't have a choice. You're going to have to do this. And
do you remember the videotape that you put out?
The videotape?
Do you remember the videotape? And then right after that, you said, okay, I'll be serious about you, Most High.
Yes.
I remember that.
I did. I'm like, yo, I got to submit because I fought it. I fought it with all my might because I have other things that I want to do. It's a very shameful to say. The reason why I didn't want to do this because they wanted me to be somewhat, a priest. And I thought like they want me to be a Catholic priest. And when I find out that the Catholic priest men could not get any cookies, I was against that. I'm like, I'm not going to grow up without this thing. This is all I do. This is all I am. Because I was like about to get into my childhood, my teenagehood. I was running, chasing girls. And next thing you know, they put a stop to that. They're like, yo, you can't do those things anymore. And I'm like, yo, you don't understand. There are some things out there I gotta get. And they said, no, you have to do this. So I took it the wrong way.
When you're on the walk of the Most High, your life is not your own.
It's not.
Your life is not your own. No matter
man.
what you want to do, you are going to be put on a path. I had a vision a long time ago, and I forgot all about it. I really, truly did. But it didn't scare me. It just did something to me. I woke up in a tube and a car. Those cars that you go down, you pump, and like the little kid, and he goes in the tube. I woke up in a tube in a car, and I went to open the door, and it opened, I'm telling you, 1 inch. So you have to think about yourself. Are you going to panic? Or are you going to just like, okay, this is you, Most High. Okay, you have me somewhere. And then I thought about it for a while, and then it went away because it was very traumatic to me in my mind, but I had to, calm myself. And so when you go through what the Most High puts you through, it's very, very difficult. It was, like I said, a long time ago, not even a long time, about 3 years ago, I was going through the precipice, and I didn't know I was going through the precipice. The Most High told me, you're in the precipice right now. So my thing is to everyone that's going through the journey or just starting the journey, if you love the Most High beyond imagination, He will be there for you. Okay? He will be there for you. You may be in the darkness, but you have to go in the darkness to find Him, to fight for Him.
Yes.
You must do that. Okay? And this
Yes.
part of the test. You must pass, and it's actually almost like a video game. It's levels that you're going through. When you
Yes.
pass that level, then something happens. You pass. I went to a level that you guys have gone to different places, but the Most High took me to a place that I cannot talk about because I cannot describe it. But I know I was in the thrones. I saw the thrones. I saw the wheels within the wheels. I saw all of that. But I was like a child. But something else He showed me that I cannot explain what I saw, but I know I was way out there looking at something that only He would look at. And I remember at the end, there was a vision that I had. Boy, a woman came to me. Now think about this. If anybody's been watching a deer, okay, you'll understand what I'm saying. A woman came to me and she had a big, like she had a book in her hand. But the strangest thing that I noticed was she had a long pen, like a quill. Okay? Now, if you think about that hard, you'll know who I'm talking about. Okay? And what I'm discovering is that when you reincarnate, okay, you can reincarnate as a man or as a woman. Okay? And everybody knows this particular personality as a man in this world, but when you study a little further, you'll find out it was a woman. She reincarnated into a man's body. And this woman walked to this thing. She ran to me. She was like, wow. Well, I won't get into what she said to me. All I'm just saying is that this woman visited me with like a big book, like a folder of your life. And she had a big long quill in it. The only thing I could come to the conclusion was it was Metatron that came to me in a form that I could understand.
Yes. Yes.
Okay? And the Most High kept saying, she has a book and she has a long pen, like a quill. Who is that? And I said, okay, it's got to be Metatron is talking to me.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm not going to get into it, what went on and what happened and what I've gone through. You know some of it, and there's more that went on. It's not even an issue right now. The thing is that we all have to remember, we have to go through levels. And when you think that one level is done, you're going to go through another level, and you're going to get gifts. Okay?
Yes.
You are going to get gifts from the Most High. And it's a wonderful thing. It's tough while you're going through it. I'm not going to lie. It's hell on the water, but you have to, if you love the Most High with all your heart, soul, and mind,
yes,
you're going to go through it.
Yes, you are.
And you're going to fight like hell.
You're going
no matter what demons or anything coming after you, going to fight.
That's how you get stronger.
Okay?
Yes.
That's the whole fight. Most High is testing you. And He reminded me, He said, remember the car I put you in. It's me testing you.
Yes.
Okay, so that's all I wanted to say. Oh, praises to the Most High.
Glory. Thank you, beloved, for sharing. All right?
Oh, no. Take care, fam. Bye.
Right. Bye. So let me go ahead and expand on what the sister is saying. Again, like I said, there's a lot of shameful stuff that happened to me. And the Mighty One humbled me, and He put me through certain things. And again, like I say, I didn't want to do it. And I spent most of my life avoiding doing this work. I was called to do a bunch of stuff, and then they explained to me and say, hey, thank you for coming in the midst of us. We are honored and stuff. I didn't understand none of those things. So, well, here's what you're gonna do. Here's the thing that you need to do. And I'm like, okay, that's good. Oh, wow. I'll have access to many bakeries. Oh man, I'm all ears, man. I was excited. And then they say, well, in order for you to join them, so there shall be a restriction upon the cookies. I'm like, I'm sorry, come again? Yeah, well, they can't get that because that's part of it. So, and I started to revolting, and I was there, and I'm looking at my mom, and I'm looking at other people. I'm like, mother, what is it? Are you going to sit there? Don't you want any grandson? And my mom say, I don't know what the hell is going on. I'm not going to get into this. I talked to my stepfather. I'm like, you're men. Are you going to let them treat me like this? He actually take me and shoved me back there. So they did everything, and I was like getting into my teenagehood, and growing up a teenage, you reach puberty, and then you realize, hey, that's not only P, get out of this thing. There's other thing, and then it's the feeling is way better. And then in my culture, you're gonna have to go ahead and get with the opposite sex, and then do the thing so you can brag and go to the others and say, hey man, I had some of that stuff last night. Like, oh man, growing up being guys, and they were sitting there telling those tales about those stuff. I'm like, man, I can't wait to do those things. And then next thing you know, my dream fell flat. I'm like, oh, you got to be freaking kidding me. And it wasn't me alone. There were 3 or 4 of us, and we're all dudes. And we revolted. I'm like, yo, I went to my cousin. I'm like, cousin, man, are you down with this, man? My cousin said, oh, hell no, man. And that's when unfortunately, I had developed a dumpster cookie addiction. It was a terrible thing. It really ruined a part of my teenagehood. It was very bad. It was very bad. It's very shameful to bring those things out, but it was, it was good, but another way it was very bad, because I was like, before I reach the level that they want me to, I'm going to get as much as I can. And it was disappointment versus, it's just like the most I like to put things in front of you when you think you can bypass everything. That's what I did. I tried to bypass everything, and it was disappointment after disappointment. And something always come up. I always show up to the rendezvous point by myself, and then the bakery didn't show up, and or something happened, or I got discovered. It was, and then after that, and then through meditation, they revealed to me, like, back then when you came in, you had this addiction from wine and loose women, and you sold out the nation, and then now it's time for you to repair the damage that you have done, or we'll send your ass straight back to hell where we pull you out. Okay, so I'm like, all right then, okay, I'll think about it. And I did a lot of stuff, man, and it was terrible. It was terrible. It's very shameful stuff. There were shameful things I was doing, man, just trying to get access to this thing. And some of it happened, most of it, I like, oh, man, really, that one, man? Oh, man, that was straight up sewer, man. I dive into this thing. Oh, my God. But, okay, well, no regrets. I'm a man, and women will do anything for this thing. So, I just, oh man, that's a landfill. I can't believe I was in there, eating those things from the ground. But I had to do that. And then I realized, oh man, okay, that's not what that is. So there's a big difference between the so-called our priesthood and their priesthood. Our priesthood, you can have unlimited amount of this thing. And I didn't realize that up until I get deep into this stuff. I'm like, oh crap. Oh man. What the? Now I regretted this. Man. I can't believe I busted into a septic tank to get this thing. But, well, hey, I'm not too proud of it, but at least I'm not an incel or whatever. That's how I cope with the scumbag stuff that I did. I did a lot of stuff, man. And the most I had a channel, I show it to you guys, where I was discussing this terrible addiction, and it took me years to get I have control over this, because I didn't want to repeat this thing again, because I'm like, I'm not gonna sold out again, because I did sold out the people, whether you want it or not. I sold out the nation for wine and loose women and a few pieces of gold and silver. It wasn't that much. And I realized I had a terrible wine addiction, man. And some part of my life, I saw that even the women that I used to get I didn't even, I had this problem with women that drank wine because I didn't want them to drink my wine. So I would look for women that don't drink wine and then pay them, and you know, after I got drunk, they robbed me. It was a terrible thing. So I'm like, oh man, this is the guy that I was, man. Well, kill me now. Yeah, the only way you're gonna have to repair the stuff. It was bad. It was bad. So that's why, in this life, I have made some correction. I don't do wine anymore. I don't do beers and drinks, and I try to stay away as possible. I mean, yeah, I'm a man. Yes, of course. You know, you can't live without this thing. But you remember Samson? Not like I was Samson, but Samson sold out for a piece of cookie, man. I mean, Samson was big. Samson was huge. And Samson was not like a regular man. Samson was scary. And a lot of women stay away from Samson because he was scary. He was a very gentle soul, he was a gentle giant, but Samson was too strong. Any man that can level an entire army by itself, you're good. He had very little friend, okay? But Samson was very big. He was a monster dude. He was very nice, very cool. He didn't want to hurt people. And Samson did not have access to bakeries like this. So he used to send his mother to go ahead and get professional bakers, and then the mother will go and get them, and the women will talk like, you know, she's getting them for their husband or for another dude. And then when they come and then they saw it was Samson, and you know, the mother will pay them, and that's the only way the men could get stuff. So Samson find Delilah, so to speak, a Philistine woman, and then he fell in love with her because that was the only, you know, things he could get, because all the other women, they were afraid of him. You know, Samson was like, he was huge dude. He was a very cool, nice man. There's a book, the sister that called me, he sent me a book about Samson, his diet, his way he used to live. The book is there. Let me see if I can get it. It's somewhere around. It's going to take me a little time, but let me see if I can go get the book. In the meantime, let's listen to Brother Yeshua music. Share the book. Then again, like I said, I'm not Samson, but just to draw a parallel here. All right, let's play this song. See if I can get the book. Most likely I won't get it. It's somewhere around there. Where is it? Is that what that is? There you go. Oh, crap. All right, let me go get the book. All right. Okay. That's Brother Yeshua music, and this is the book. The Strength of Samson, a method that will enable the average man to equal or surpass the strength levels of the biblical strong man. His diet and some of the scientific reasons for it. The historical record of his amount of weight lifted and actual power produced by Michael H. Brown. Okay, that's Samson right there. You know, they try to give you a depicted version of him being black and fighting those Philistines. Okay, all right. So it's not a big book. It's just not a book at all. It's just a few pages, not even 100 pages, 70 pages. Just it's just like this. Okay, that's the book. All right. Okay, so. When you learn about Samson and other books, especially the Throne of David, Samson with his hand, with his fingers, he literally push a giant, it's like a mount, he push a mountain with his finger, he just jolted, he just push it, he just gently tap it, and then the mountain dressed. That's how strong he was. And his strength can be attained. It is said in the book of the initiation into Hermetic. The magical, magical evocation. The Madimite, they have this strength. It could be Samson probably was a Madimite, because of the stuff that he was. He probably was a Madimite because the Madimite, they have this type of strength. You can go to them, and then they will teach you how to be Samson strength like Mofo. And once you get to Madim, you can, especially I can't say it, but it's in Madim. Okay. Yeah. So this is just like to show you the strongest men we ever had, the inspiration for Superman, Hercules, and all that. He was taken down by the mighty Cookie. Okay. So this thing, sometimes I keep saying this. You women really don't realize the power of this thing, and it take a real strong man to able to resist this thing. And they knew our men have this weakness. It's not a weakness; it's a blessing, because the Holy One say, "Go, multiply, and be fruitful." So it's just like, we have to do this. And that's why I keep telling all people, if we have a community, I ain't gonna have nobody coming in my community, and in the midst of my people, and telling me, I'm saving these things for the Lord Jesus Christ, or I'm just like keeping myself, so I won't do. I'll knock your teeth out of your mouth, man, because I understand what this thing, when you restricted yourself from this thing, your mind don't work the same way that it used to. You can only do this for a period of time, and after that you need to go back to natural things. If not, there's a spirit that is over this thing on the other side that will come and take possession of you, and you will do a lot of stuff. Let me show you an example. It's gonna be a little bit. It's gonna be a little bit graphic, but let me see inside edition. There we go. And this is the type of thing it's going to do to you, okay? When you can get none, when you do not have access, the Spirit will come to you and you will do this in our community.
The guy who fancies himself a male model and now stands accused of a nightmare stabbing spree makes his first court appearance today. Authorities say
there you go.
The guy who fancies himself a male model and now stands accused of a nightmare stabbing spree makes his first court appearance today. Authorities say 26-year-old Jared Ravizza attacked 3 sisters at a movie theater in Braintree, Massachusetts. The girls had gone to see the new family movie If, starring Ryan Reynolds.
Not gonna ask you again. Put some pants on. You're freaking everyone out.
He came up behind them. My oldest was leaned over to get something. He got her in the back, and then my other daughter in the top chest, and then my last daughter across her arm.
Mom Lisa Dembowski says the suspect was laughing the whole time. Here's Allison Hall.
After the Memorial Day weekend movie theater rampage, cops say the suspect drove 30 miles and went on a stabbing spree at a McDonald's, attacking 2 workers. And that's not all. Prosecutors say they found the suspect's roommate slain here in this house in Deep River, Connecticut.
The roommate was identified as 70-year-old Bruce Feldman. This is him demonstrating his leaf raking invention.
There's absolutely nothing like it in the market.
Ravizza was taken into custody after crashing his Porsche at the end of a police chase. 2 of the girls stabbed in the movie theater are 9-year-old twins. Their sister is 17. A 4th girl who was stabbed is their friend.
They don't want to go to the movies ever again.
The 4 girls stabbed at the movie theater suffered non-life-threatening injuries and are expected to be okay.
Okay. All right. Let's go ahead. Is that what that is? Oh, okay. Well, good. So when you have this spirit upon you and you can't get none, because it's a curse that is upon the Gentiles. They close their wound. Their men can get nothing. They can try, but they won't get it. So when you adapt this type of quote unquote model, you adapt this type of lifestyle. Or I won't get any because women are evil. Never say this. You haven't been with every woman. The same thing goes for the women. A man or evil. You haven't been with every man. And then once you do this, you give this spirit access to be around you. Those dudes are your typical incel. This dude is like a model, so to speak. He should have been able to get this thing all over, but he can't. Shamefully speaking, I have developed certain skills, certain things, because I was running away from things and doing my stay and this line of work. I have developed certain skills, certain aspects, and I can see certain things, especially with women. And I've seen how they act, and I see how they behave, especially a very distinct type of women. And I can see things within them and in them. And I understand why those stuff happening to me and why we as men, we need to get this thing and as much as we can, because that's what it is. And I see how the Gentiles try to shame our men. And they did such a wonderful job that a bunch of our men now, I'm walking away. We men are walking away from women. We're not dating single mothers. We're not dating single women. We're not dating single this. Dude, listen, come out there and say it. Just say it. You don't need to put this thing, you don't need to use women as an excuse to say, yeah, yo, I'm all about the other side now. I'm done. You know, you women do yourself, and I'm with this dude over there. We go on with. Say it. But don't be sitting out there and put all of us in the, we men walking away from women. Nah. You walk away from women. You, sir, you, and the niggas like you guys walk away. Not me. Not my brethren, not the people like me. You did, my good sir. So through studying and things like that, I realized like, so this is what the Gentiles done. They stole literally everything, the men, and they put themselves on a pedestal. If any woman want to live and eat and deliciously, they have to come to them. Although they've been doing that, their women were always coming after us. You cannot pass a prime men. We are the prime men. We are not regular men. Samson was not a regular man. Moses, Samuel, even Saul, the mighty scumbag, which I share a lot with, was not a regular man. Those are men. We, just like our women, we're not regular people like them. So, and there is no one in their right mind that will choose regular over something supreme. If you have a choice to choose a used car that has a bad engine that barely can get replaced, or getting a brand new car, like super advanced car, if you have the choice, you'll make the right choice. You may have somebody that tell you, I don't choose this new car, man. It's garbage. It's this. You ain't going to be able to pay the bills and stuff. It's a free car. People always want to choose premium. We always want to get the best deal. And we are the best deal. We are. I talk about this multiple times. The others, they can't do it like we do. They can't make things like we make. I mean, you look at Italy, man. You look at Spain. You look at Japan. You look at all those things, man. You like, they are not having people. And you start to seeing the effects here, especially when we try to get the land and buying lands. I'm seeing fertile, very beautiful land for like $6 million. I'm like, what's going on? Well, I thought like the Bill Gates were, didn't you hear this garbage? Oh, Bill Gates are buying all the farmland so they can starve us to death. Man, like, please tell me, how many time or how many things those elites have to do just to starve us to death? Like, they already control the food supply. They already make your food with a bunch of garbage to kill you. Now they are buying all the farmland. And then what else are they gonna do, man? They are listening to what you're doing. They are controlling you. It is 5G, so they can control you. Oh boy. Well, Bill Gates, big divide. You have to warn the people. He's making a bunch of mosquito. What they call him again? Anybody aware of this thing? It was some man-made mosquito. They're gonna release them. That was like 3 years ago in 2021. We made a video about this. Oh. It's 2 p.m. Oh boy. Let me see. Oh boy. Let me see. I got. Now, please. Okay. All right. Oh, yeah, supposedly in Florida. Well, Bill Gates, big divide, you living in Florida. I mean, you got to warn the people that Bill Gates is going to release a bunch of mosquitoes going to kill black people. Always bringing fear. Always try to put all people in a low vibration. I'm sitting there. I'm like, you people have no idea how intricate, difficult, complex life is. And you sitting there, you giving those Gentiles credit of creating mosquito? Do you know how hard that is to create an animal? The only thing those people can do is perverted thing. They can pervert in an apple. Oh, well, big divide, they make an apple. No, they took an apple, they perverted it. The apple was already created. The only thing they can do is perverted fruits and vegetable, and they see the trend in the midst of all people, and they perverted all of them, unless you grow them yourselves. But when it comes to living beings like animal, well, the scientists pass a law against lab-growing meat. Are you out of your freaking mind? Those people take real meat, mix it with a bunch of nonsense and garbage, and they call it lab-growing meat. They can never make anything like this. Well, plant-based meat, just eat meat. That's it. Don't don't take the meat, inject it with a plant and vegetable hormone, and call it like you go. This is plant. No, it's meat that you perverted. Please stop. Please stop it, man. So much of garbage, so much of nonsense. But anyway, when you hear like guys like Bill Gates, Jeff Bezos buying farmland, And then when you look at those beautiful land, mighty land with beautiful lush mountains in there, mighty caves and springs of water. Oh, I think I have a call. And springs of water gushing out. Like, man, that's a beautiful land, but they're selling them for. Oh, I believe the sister. Are you driving, sis?
Hi, this is Renana
Okay.
calling. I wanted to say hello to the family.
Yes.
Okay, I don't know if you can hear me or not. I'm turning down my speaker here real quick.
Go ahead. We can
but
hear
I
you.
wanted to, okay, but I wanted to reiterate everything you've been saying today. You've been speaking so much truth for me today. So I just wanted to reiterate everything and also what the sister had called in to say. Okay, first of all, about the embarrassment. Okay, I understand about your plight with embarrassment. I had the same thing happen in my life as a female counterpart to you. I'm big lady, and same thing used to happen to me. Okay, so I had a nickname back in the day. I was going through the same kind of addiction, and they would not allow me to go through it. Like, I would be up in a situation in a big group setting, and no one would be touching me. I would be by myself. I would be sitting there witnessing all of it, but I couldn't actually fully sin. So I couldn't all the way go through it. So I understand about that part. But that led me to a dream that I had 2 days ago. And I'm in the fast with you. I'm grueling with you. So I'm getting lots and lots of these crazy dreams. Okay, so they're not crazy. They're lessons that I'm supposed to be learning. First one was about testing. It was about giving away my blessings. This was what this dream was, because I went through the introspection process to figure out what this was. Giving away my blessings, letting folks telling me to stop or else they'll be mad at me. You said that earlier in part of the thing about how the 83 came over and said, oh, if you don't comply, we'll be mad at you. And everybody fell for that, right? Part of this dream was telling me not to let folks tell me to stop or they'll be mad, because that's not what I'm supposed to do. In this dream, I was walking in a dark metro setting, like in cities that we all go to, dark nighttime metro setting. There were 3 girls who were walking with me, 3 ladies. They all had their hair like silk pressed and had all that bling on and all the clothing and stuff, and they were trying to tell me to look all nice like them and do all this other stuff. They're like, oh, you need to stop right here. Oh, you need to stop right here. Didn't you see that stop sign? Didn't you see this and that, and this and that? And I got pissed off at them in this dream, and I said, will you just shut up? I decided to overtake them and drive by them. So I was in a car too. I was in a vehicle as well, right? I overtook them, blazed past them. I was like in my old Audi A4, right? I was just gone, all right? I passed down them, went down the street, and I hit my own edge of the road and stop sign, and it became clear driving, nothing but clear driving. And then I broke through a barrier and got onto this really bright side. Like it was no longer dark. It was bright. It was like sunny. It was light. And then then there were all these men who started walking by me who had lions on leashes. And when you were talking about strong men and them being our pets, these were like their pets. And these men were not after me. They were looking at me as if they were proud. Like, yes, do not go back here again. Do not turn back here again. Go on about your way. Then there was a tiger who was on chains, and it was lunging at me, but it couldn't get me. And that was the Most High. Through meditation, I learned that was my inner drive, that cookie drive that we have, you know what I'm saying? That was trying to overtake me back in the day. It couldn't get me. So now it can no longer get me. It can't overtake me. I'm in control of it. It's not in control of me. Okay, so now that's that thing. Now the cracking eggs. You said if you're gonna make an omelet, you gotta crack some eggs. I had another dream last night about being in a cocoon, like as if I was in an egg, and I was cracking out, and all I could put out was my finger. On the other side of the egg was someone that looked like my mom, and my mom had passed away back in 2022. So it looked like my mom, but it was really bright out there. And it's just like, I could hear her saying through this little hole that it cracked open, she's doing so well. She's doing so well. She's going to make it. Or I can't wait to see her. She's doing really good. She's doing really good. And I stuck my little finger through the hole. She took her finger and put it to mine. And ever since then, I've been getting download.
Breakthrough.
And I know
Breakthrough.
I'm in for this breakthrough. There's going to be another one coming soon. I already had one the first 2 days. I'm going to have another one. I just want to say, you are like Samson. I am like whatever I am, whatever
Okay.
it is. And we just need to accept our own authority. If you're
Yes.
grueling, I'm with you. And I
Yes.
just wanted to let you know that we are on the right track. Anyway,
Thank-
I love you very much. And I thank you so much for what you do. I'll let the family have the floor back. I'll let you have the floor back.
Thank
Okay, love you.
Love you too, beloved. Shalom. All right. All right. So yes, beloved, the breakthrough being in the cocoon, of course, an egg, we all being inside of an egg, what they call the placenta, is an egg, a soft shell egg, and you were born, and then they take the placenta, they did things with it. It's a new birth. You're getting better. Okay, and then the dreams are crazier. All those things, they are connected. Certain stuff that the things that happened to you in the past must have happened in order for you to be here. If it didn't happen, you would have been on the other side, and now you would have watching us, and you would have regretted it. I personally, I would not switch side now, man. I would have never switched side. I wanted to growing up. I'm like, man, those guys are getting what I want to get. So I seek what was easy for me, and I had a lot of it. I regretted some of it, but like, okay, well, that was the way. I had to go through those things, and you had to go those things. The trauma, that's what make you strong. Remember, a lot of 83 went somewhat a little close to what you went. They are not here. They are not here. They can't handle it. You watch news after news. Be on the lookout tomorrow. We're gonna have an Esau's trouble. What those people can't, they can't take it because they weren't built for that. They weren't raised in this type of trauma, this type of being in between a hard rock, between a hard place and a rock, getting hit all the time. They were not part of this. They can handle it. But the moment they get into it, they're like, oh, hell no. I ain't gonna live this life and stuff. I'm out of here. Check, please. But us, we've been through this. So from now, beloved, are we born, are we birth? And we must keep on going. Thank you to the sister. I completely forgot about all the thing of steps and stuff like that and blood pressure. I, beloved, this morning I took 5,244 steps, and my blood pressure was, where the hell is that thing? All right, there you go. There you go. My blood pressure was 123 over 78, pulse 64. Please share with us so we will close that. I believe the little lady, she's ready. All right, I think she's ready. Yes, if you have a blood pressure, and thank you for all of you that encouraging me, and thank you for the good job that you've been doing with me. Without you, I wouldn't be able to do this, and I'm doing the best that I can. Thank you for the Most High for sending those messages onto me. Sometime, man, this thing is I'm losing my mind, but you gotta stay strong, you know. Today's day 22 for me, grueling. That's good. That's nice. Let me see. Sister Renana 108 over 66, Paul 77. Best morning ever. Stretching, like I said, stretching is the best thing you can ever do. You know, if you are seniors or you are a person that don't like to run or walk, do stretching. You won't believe the type of things that you'll be able to do while you're stretching. Your body will become supple. You can do a lot of stuff, and your mind follow your body. Your mind will be very elastic. Yesterday, blood pressure, Cherokee tree, 111 over 74. Today, 102/71. That's good. That's nice. Again, of course, it depends on your ages. Okay. Yep, we couldn't escape the Holy One chastisement. You can't. You're gonna try. You did try, like the Gentiles are doing right now. Man, I'm cool. Nothing is happening to me. Whatever you say, man. Princess Lily 117/68, Paul 72. I don't want to guesstimate as my counter froze. Oh, okay, for the walk. Chosen one indeed, 99/76, Paul's 84. 1,365 steps so far. Brother Prime, 97/51, Paul's 57, 17,000 steps. That's good. Do the best that you can do, beloved. Okay. Which one of you done with your 1 million step? Double check. Okay. We only got so far 8 to 9 of us done with this. The Noga height Israelites, okay, Black Cougar 1959, 115/86, Paul's 56. Yes. Beloved, we cannot find out our blood pressure is bad when you go to the doctor. You got to find out now when you can get prepared. If your blood pressure is high, that's fine. Work on it. Okay, Elizabeth Aiton, steps 8,158. That's good. That's good. Keep on going. To the Gulers, keep on going. Day 22, we have 18 more days to go. Elka said it 157/93, Pulse 84, 4,000 steps. That's good. Do the best that you can do. Yesterday for Princess Lily was 4,612 steps. Can you put the link for the book in the chat again, please? Let me see if I can get the link right quick. Usually they don't put the replay, you won't find it, okay? You gotta do it right now. For instance, yesterday we put a video there. They blacked my stuff, so I had to remove the video, and then the people that wasn't there could not watch it. So okay. I'll put the link here again directly from the stuff. From the print. Mom? Yeah, we have to get on top of this mountain. Although it's raining, the mountain is slippery. We can slip and fall, break our bones. Some of us does. We gotta keep on climbing. We are good climbers. We are built for that. Yeah. All right, I think we're good. Okay, I think we're good. So any edible, you know what? Did you have some of that stuff? Did you sneak in some of that thing? You may not be able to sniff it with your nose, but you can chew it in your mouth, with your tongue, with your teeth. Did you have some of that? You may not be able to you may not be able to put it into a pipe, but did you had some of it? Okay, no sugar for Prime, Renana, no crack, that thing. I can always access the chat when I watch the replay. It's the you want, because they are removing things. If it's too much or if it's too hot, they'll cut off the charge completely. No sugar, no. Get the battery for the blood pressure, okay? None of the white super processed. Again, nothing wrong with sugar. Brown sugar, honey, molasses, good. You need the sugar. The natural sugar in the fruit, good. But that super processed thing, no. Okay, beloved, we're good? All right, brethren, I will leave you in peace. I will leave you with love. I will leave you with great abundance. See you on the top of the mountain. Keep on climbing. Sister Erica did have some chocolate cookie. No sugar here, just organic molasses and organic sorghum and wild high C. That's good. No, I didn't take it down, sister. I had to remove the thing that they put in there. The thing, those people always say, well, you're copying our stuff. They could have easily said, hey, man, my stuff and yours stuff, I'll take the money, but my channel, it can't be monetized anymore. They give me a second chance, though. They're like, hey, you can reapply for monetization. I'm like, nah, it was not about money, man. It was never about money. I did monetize the channel because somewhat it helped, but it was never about this. So you guys, whatever, man. Since March, they wanted me to remonetize my stuff. I'm like, So I had to take it down, okay? And then we upload it, okay? Shalom. Oh, see you tonight in class.